Cutting the dead. God speaks to us within us all differently. What I receive in my spirit may not be what you receive in yours from the Lord. Also, I'm not telling you that having braids or locks is a sin. I'm just doing what's best for me and changing my life according to how God is speaking to me. Since 2012, I wanted to get my hair locked and just let it grow so I won't have to do anything to it. But in my spirit, I continue wrestling something I didn't understand, yes, about my hair. Fast forward, November 2022, I did get it locked up, and something kept saying, "That's dead hair on top of your hair." I was trying to understand it. I thought it was just hair growing and it'll get longer if I just let it grow. Those words set in my mind, and I kept trying to figure out what to do. Side note, the hair that sheds from our scalp is sitting on our head, being twisted with the living hairs. That's what I kept getting. I prayed that if I cut my hair, God will allow it to grow beautifully. I love hair. I just don't know how to do it. After much deliberation, I decided to cut it off. Someone said I could lather it with conditioner and take my time combing it out, but I don't have that kind of lifestyle where I can sit for a whole 24-hour period and comb my hair. Anyway, I cut my hair on March 15th, 2023, and I felt free. I felt good. April 23rd, 2023, Bishop Bender preached a message titled, "I Still Have Vision," and Between a Rock and a Hard Place. With the message, he read from Judges 16:4 through 5, 21 through 30, and it's the story of Samson and Delilah. Bishop said a lot, but one thing that registered for me: we allow stuff to blind us. Although our eyes are wide open and we can visibly see, we allow ignorance, foolishness, and temptation to cloud our judgment, and eventually we're in darkness. How do we come out of the foolishness we're in? Well, I'm just paraphrasing some of the things that he said. Bishop said to cut it off. He didn't say to cut your hair off. He said to cut off sin. Sin weighs you down. Sin grows the darkness in your life. When God is speaking to you, regardless of what it is, obedience is better than sacrifice. Sometimes we have to cut off friends, family, foods, alcoholic beverages, and anything that so easily beset us, and most of the time it's sin. Lay aside, that is to put aside, cast away every weight. Stop and think: what weight, burden, problem, hurt, bruise, pain, debt, habit, sin, addiction, bad memory, everything that is weighing you down. Is my attitude a weight? Is my action a weight? Am I grieving the Holy Spirit with anything that I'm doing? Hebrews 12:1 says, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God." Now, I've said all of that to say, whatever God is dealing with you about, make sure to listen, trust, and obey. It doesn't matter whose mouth got something to say. It doesn't matter how doubtful or negative someone else is. What's in your spirit? Evaluate the choices and what consequences will come after. If it's something for your good, obey. When it's from the Lord, you won't have to go hurt nobody verbally, spiritually, physically, or mentally. When it's from God, it will help you and whoever's watching. Just obey God, and that's all. Samson, he disobeyed God's orders. He wasn't supposed to cut his hair, and he listened to Delilah. Well, he was deceived and he thought he was in love, just like some of us sometimes do, think we are. Anyways, I did what was in my spirit to do. I wanted to obey what was in my spirit. I just wanted to do the first step of obedience. So if it's something small, if like my thing was cutting my hair, maybe your thing could be putting down the beer or putting down the cigarettes, or stop having sex, whatever it is. Like, just try to listen, be obedient, so that God can kind of guide you and help you along your path so that you can get closer to him and that you can grow. I didn't want dead hair on my hair or any kind of death around me, so I wanted deadness gone from me. And so that was my first step. I wanted all other unknown death off of me, and that's my prayer: to do what I know to do and ask God to work the things out I cannot change myself. With that being said, cut off your dead weight and ask God to help you with the rest. Talk to you next time. Hope you have a blessed one.